Welcome back to Cooking Bad with Dad. I'm going to make one of my favorites, egg salad sandwich. And our first ingredients is eggs, of course. And then I got some relish and some small onion, about half an onion chopped up. And so now, and one of my favorites, great value whipped topping. It's my favorite. Okay, we just put these in here. There we go. There we go. Sometimes I have a problem getting that on. Pressure for 5 minutes. Start. There we go. And about 10 minutes from now, it should be ready. And our pea pot's done now. So I'm just going to get these eggs out of here. They're kind of warm, so I don't want to touch them. Get them in a bowl here, and then I'm going to get them cold water on them. Yeah, we'll just let them cool, and I'll get back to you when they're cool enough to use. Now that the eggs are nice and, well, cool enough to handle, I'll go ahead and peel them. Let's move this off to the side a little bit. And then I just peel them off. Comes right off. Love this thing. I always had trouble peeling eggs when you boil them. Of course, my fingers don't work as well as they used to anyway. Wow, it popped right off. How about that? I got my little, actually it's a Spam cutter, and it works great for eggs too. Now, I break these up a little more. Yeah, looking good already. Okay, I add about a tablespoon of pickles, and about the same amount in fresh onions cut up. Then my favorite is the best part is we add a little bit of salt. About that much. And a touch of pepper. About the same amount. And we mix it all up. Might have to add more mayo as you mix because you don't want it too wet. Otherwise it just drips off your sandwich. Okay. Now we're going to do on the piece. Yeah, that's enough for about 2 sandwiches, I think. I may save it for a little later so I have a little leftovers. I kind of like to add just a little bit more mayo on my bread. It's just me. I know my doctor probably wouldn't like the idea. But what does he know? There we go. Now we add the salad, egg salad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sometimes you get too much mayo in there and it wants to drip all over. I like it when I can stack it a little higher than normal. Ooh, I know what we can put on there too. A little bit of grated cheese. Always goes good with it. So now I know why I have it in a baggie. I couldn't get it to close the last time. You know, as food goes, it looks good the way it is. You could add a little, other things in there if you wanted. Um, different kinds of seasoning. Uh, Hands is trying to tell me something. I don't know. I'm going to leave it like this. And now that there's a nice sandwich. Okay, we're going to give a taste test here. Of course, you out in the audience there won't know what I'm doing, but I tell you, it tastes good. I've already nibbled it. Mm. Why is that good? All over my fingers and everything. Thanks for joining me at Cooking Bad with Dad. And I'll be back to you next week with something new. Oh, that's so good.